you. Hi, everybody. Hi. How's it going? I have some green eyeshadow. I'm trying to, do green for St. Patrick's Day. Can I get a fuck the British? Yeah. Fuck colonialism. White people are so weird with their racism. Like, y'all are so racist. Like, British people, like, looked at an island and was like, you know what? I slightly don't like you. I'm gonna colonize you. And I'm like, y'all both got nasty food. Like, what's going on here? Like, y'all don't need to be doing all that. It's really weird when I talk to people who are like Irish Americans and they're like, oh yeah, Irish people used to be slaves too. Like 12 of you. And, if you want to have like a weird flex about like, Irish people in this country, you could talk about like the 12,000 Irish people that joined the Civil War to fight against slavery. That's a really weird thing. Like, I was also enslaved too. Like, I don't know what you're trying to fucking prove here. It's not a competition. It's cool. Like, I'll make sure that no one is being anti-Irish. That's why I'm not going to do the accent. Because I don't want to come off as, being anti-Irish. Because, I fuck the British! I don't know anything about Ireland. I think I support it though. I think I definitely support them and their wacky colors are they're green. So like Sarah said, my name is Regina. I'm bisexual. Yeah, which means unfortunately I'm attracted to men.
So sorry.
There's a lot of men who don't like that joke. Good. I'm also polyamorous, which everyone is in Tallahassee, right? Like, I feel so sorry for you single people out there. Just like settle down and find a nice couple, cause y'all ain't getting shit. Like, we're just coming out here, just like, oh my God, like non-monogamous, ethical, blah 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 blah. And I think the reason why everyone in Tallahassee is polyamorous because there's only like so much like hiking and kayaking and going to North Florida Fair you can do before you're like, fuck it, let's have a threesome. But it's Tallahassee, so people make it a political ideology, be really annoying about it. And I am said people, to be honest. To be quite honest, I am out here on these Tinder streets, and it's insufferable. Oh my God. Do you know men are not good to date? I would recommend not doing that. But I came out to my mom, was bisexual. She found my dildos. So there was no going back from there. And she's very, very conservative, very Christian. She's Haitian, and give like a background of like the type of childhood I had. Like, we would go to church like 3 times a Sunday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We would go to one church like in the morning, because my uncle was like, I want to be a pastor too, so we all have to wake up early now to go see this guy preach. And we could have been to the other church, right? So now we go to this church, and then we have to go to another church, and then after we're done, it's nighttime church. Like, literally, I'm like it'd be like my days off, like Martin Luther King Day, and I still have to go to church. I'm like, what the fuck does nigga die for? Like, I don't understand. What? This is my day off! You're supposed to solve racism, and I'm going to fucking church right now. Like, it's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. But my mom is very conservative, very Christian, very anti-gay. And so I'm going to do the accent. I will do the accent because I am Haitian, but it's not good though, so it'll still sound racist because I sound like this. She goes, I'd rather you be with 50 men than to be with one woman. And I was like, I already did that. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? Good, because she disowned me. it's fine. I have my new chosen super bisexual, polyamorous, like trans family. So, we all get to, have our new ways of making family, including being with my wife here. I love you. My wife is non-gender binary. So that means he uses they, them, and he, him pronouns, and he doesn't identify within the spectrum of, male or female. They identify as autistic instead. I know it's really confusing for people because he's got like really big fat titties. But to be fair, so do a lot of men who drink IPAs. So listen, I love all the titties. It's fine. It's fine. You know why? Because we're body positive out here. That's why. That's why. We're body positive. I love all the boobies. It's great. Yes. But yeah, growing up in like a really conservative household, my mom just had like really weird ideas about sexuality and gender, obviously. The first time I got my period, I was 12. And I was scared because no one told me what was going to happen to me. So I told my mom, and she did what any loving mother did. She sat me down. She said, "Nana, don't touch boys. And don't have sex. Because you will get pregnant. You will get AIDS. And you will die. Here is a pad. Figure it out." I was like, oh wow, that's so great. This is totally not going to traumatize me later in life. Like my mom was like so religious and so conservative that she didn't want me to ride a bike because she was afraid I'd break my hymen.
Oh Lord. Yes.
Which is weird because I never once thought about fucking my bike. It never crossed my mind to do that. The toothbrush, the pillow, the vibrating toothbrush. The pillow, never my bike. Wasn't really my thing. I think she thinks that I was going to run off and have sex with boys, but I just walked. It wasn't a problem. It was totally, I just had feet. She forgot about that. But I am trying to get closer to my family though. Even though it's really hard, because I go into Tallahassee, I made my own family. And obviously they're not super accepting, like my parents aren't super accepting. And so literally a week before I got close, or tried to get close to my dad, he caught COVID. And he died from COVID last year. And that was just, really hard for me because he's just one person out of 500,000 people who died in the entire world due to this disease that had been properly planned by and managed by our government. We wouldn't have all this. And he died, like I said. And we all have different ways of dealing with grief. For me, it was sucking dick. Because you can't think about how sad you are when you're going. You just don't think about your existence in the universe, working 40 hours a week, just dealing with like all these things when you're choking on dick. And so I would recommend that. You know, the first stage of grief is denial. For me, it was dick sucking. Literally was like writing that joke like, which is weird to like, you know, type a joke on my phone while sucking a dick, but that's, it's my process, it's how I work. Thank you, you're welcome for the joke. That's how I did that. But yeah, you know, I think that, you know, you should add dick sucking to the DSM-5. Yeah. Yeah. Some people think that doesn't make any sense. I took AP psychology, and I got a 4, so clearly I know something. Yes. And if you're feeling extra sad though, you can just go. Yeah. Did y'all know that abortion is banned like 15 weeks in Florida? That's absolutely fucked up. And I think it's fucked up that Ron DeSantis is anti-abortion. I mean, no one forced his wife to take her cancer to full term. I did that joke at the Planned Parenthood. And they did not like that. My therapist laughed though. Looking back at it though, I do pay her. So she did laugh though. So what does that say about my therapist? She's great. I recommend her. I'm off my antidepressants. Yeah, so I need the serotonin. So I've been masturbating a lot. And doing stand-up comedy. So I
It is the same. Why are you masturbating with a wife?
I can teach you some things afterwards. It's fun. There's DVDs. I'm pretty sure there's some DVDs. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of stand-up comedy or masturbating. So the choice is yours, whether you decide to laugh at my jokes or not. Because I do have a backup plan, and it is plug-in, so you won't have to worry about me. I told my wife that joke, and I explained that what I meant to say is that I would take an electrical appliance and put it in the bathtub instead. And my wife was like, "I thought you were talking about the sex toy." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then they started crying, and I was like, "Oh, yes, okay, that's the reaction that I thought you would have to me making a joke about killing myself. Okay, I get it now. Okay." I'm fine, because you know what? I'm masturbating and doing stand-up comedy, so we're good. I have a lot to process with my therapist later. It's fine. Oh my God, how much time do I have? 3 minutes. Okay, I could make that count. Do y'all like the City Girls?
Yeah.
I love the City Girls. I love listening to women rappers. The problem is that I'm living vicariously through them, and I'm not really about that life. There's a song by a City Girl. She goes, "Real ass bitch, nigga, big Birkin bag hoes, 5-6 figures, stripes on my ass, science cars, pussy ticket, fucking nigga scamming on a rich ass nigga." I'm a dumbass. And I have sex with men for free like a fucking idiot. So that's just not me. That's just not me at all. I really want that to be me, but it's not. Listen to rap, and they're like, "Dumb bitch, she shop at Rainbow," and I'm like, yeah. I'm literally going to Rainbow. This is a little too expensive for me. I gotta go to the clearance aisle. I want to do it big for Megan, but that's okay. I have another just fucked up joke. All right, let's do that again. Listen, all I know is sex and politics, because I'm a dropout from political science at FSU. So that's all I know. So I'm always trying to do the best I can to do the intersection of those things all together. So here's my joke. Did y'all, hear that TPD is training officers on how to deal with trans people? Right? Yeah, which, no one asked for, right? No one, we were like, "Hey, can you maybe stop killing trans people and give people adequate housing and not give money to bloated police budget?" So while TPD is beating your ass, we'll make sure not to misgender you, so. Yeah. Progress. It is progress, isn't it? It's she uses he, her pronouns. got this from Rainbow. You know, working class, that's how I do it. I'm going to leave you with one more thing. My wife and I are trying to have a baby. So we're poor, though. We're doing it the way that God intended, which is me being raw dogged. So if anyone's available after the show for that baby juice, that genetic material, I'll be outside. I only ask no Scorpios, though. I don't know what that means. I guess I'm not supposed to like them. And even though I'm gay, I don't know the religion of my people. Actually, I'm not trying to have a baby anymore because the only positive test around my house these days is for COVID. So I'm not trying to get pregnant anymore. You can laugh, it's fine. I'm fucking later, it's fine. It's fine. But I was, there's this one guy that I was hitting up for my baby juice. He stood me up and I was kind of upset about it. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And he was like, he's a teacher and he was like, one of my students talked about like wanting to kill themselves and I've just been like really sad. So I just can't do it. I was like, that doesn't really solve my problem. Like, who cares if this kid's gone? You can just get another one, it's fine. And so I was like, I'm kidding! Oh my God, obviously. Children are the future, that's why I want to give more into the world. I looked up online, like going to a sperm bank. Those things are expensive. Does anybody want to guess how much it costs?
Don't they get like $20?
Ah! You would think, right? Because you can find sperm on the floor for free. You can really just it's for real. But $800, yes, for unwashed sperm.
Whoa.
That's what it's called, unwashed. They don't. It's the full thing, you know. It's like it's not reconstituted, you know. There is washed, which is more like baby juice concentrate, which is like $1,100. On the website, it's like you can refinance your house. So I was like, hey, baby juice guy, same time next month. Anyways, thank you for dealing with me with that. My name is Regina Joseph. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the TikTok. You can also find me in the sperm donors group too. At Not Funny Regina. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it.